Okay, quick little tutorial on how to set up your VEX so that it works with the test bed. So we've got a couple of icons over here. This one right here is what I'm going to work with. And if you have your VEX code V5 open, you can follow along. So basically, I'm going to add them in order that I have them written down on a paper here. But this is the way my test bed and your test bed would be set up. So I'm going to add device. So this is where you pick your different devices. Now, a lot of them that I'm going to be beginning are what we call 3 wires. And these are the old VEX Cortex ones, and they plug into the side, I'll show you where later, of the brain. So 3 wire. So I'm going to put a potentiometer, this guy, into A. So potentiometer A. I'm going to do another 3 wire. And I'm going to put a servo right here. And I'm going to put the servo into B. I'm going to add another device, and I'm going to add a 3 wire. And that is going to be my bumper. And that is going into C. Add another device. I'm going to add my 3 wire. And this is my limit switch, and limit is going into D. I'm going to add a device, and I'm going to add an LED, 3 wire. LED will go into E. Okay, now I'm going to add a device, and now these are the other kind. These are the plugs. So I'm going to put a that is the, not vision, but optical. Optical is going into 2. Add a device, and I'm going to put a motor, and that is going into 1, and I'm going to type left in here, left motor. I'm going to add another device, and this is going to be my distance sensor, and that is going into 9. And then I've got one more. I'm going to add a device. I'm going to add another motor, and that is going into 10. And I'm going to type right motor 10. And these are where you can actually change the cartridges in them to have them run at different speeds. You can make it so that you can decide whether a forward means it goes one clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay, so that's everything there. That takes care of that, and that would go away. Only other thing I want to talk about is this help over here, because this can be something, if I don't know what it does, like down here where there's get some complicated things here where I have an if then. If I click on that, it'll tell you how to use this. You know, that if then C block will check for a condition one time, and you can drop these into it. You can look at any of these things. That reset timer, that will set my timer back to 0. I can have pick a random number. It'll tell you that it'll pick a random number, whatever you want it to be. So this is just a way to talk about. So if you have questions about how some of these things work here, that like this one here, if you want to draw on the brain screen and you want to draw a rectangle, I got 4 numbers here. This will tell me that the first number is the left X coordinate, second one left Y, the value number 3. So basically that is the width of the rectangle, that's the height of the rectangle, and these tell me where to draw the rectangle. So you can do those kinds of things. So this is really helpful for some of these different commands to help you if you don't know what they do. And that's basically it. So if you do that, then you have it set up and you save that. And you can save that as VEX code project, you know, whoops, I just saved it as something else. But VEX code project here, and I can actually put in, I can rename it. This also tells me what slot it goes into, because there's 8. You can save 8 different programs onto your brain. So if you're doing this in person, I can have one program here, another program here, and so that I don't overwrite it, which is awful nice sometimes. Okay, and what does that do? There is also a, okay, wait, and that'll sum it up. Okay.